Okay, quick update. It is Friday, round 6, September 20, last round of the season. I took a few videos like this for the round 5, but just didn't get around to posting them, and I was just so too tired after round 5. But yeah, we're driving on Friday morning to the track. The weather app says it is not raining. It is raining. The weather app says it will not rain for the rest of the weekend at Loudon. You know, fingers crossed, but we'll see. Racer practice starts later on Fridays, so I'm sort of taking a chill morning. If it looks like this when I get there in an hour, I probably will not be, I probably won't even go out for the first sessions, but I'm just gonna go early, set up, blah blah blah. I got another set of rims so I could run reins, and then, like an absolute clown that I am, I just trusted the dealer that I got them from, and I opened the box on Wednesday after work to be like, all right, yeah, let's put them on, and the fucking front rim is in a Triumph box and it's all sealed up, but it's like this wide, and it's for like some 50cc Suzuki bike. So I feel like a clown because I got scammed, and I just haven't, it was after work, so I haven't had time to call them back. So I will not probably be able to run reins unless it's raining all weekend, in which case, yeah, I will just switch back and forth. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Round 5 was awesome, ran the 23s, like a 23.0. So hypothetically, if the weather was good and cleaned up, I would be looking to run 22s this weekend as my goal. I have some things to work on. I've been looking at my data. I was not able to post the data analysis that I did after round 5 because I don't know what the hell was going on with the satellite signal, but it was pretty scuffed up. So my like the line analysis stuff was just completely wrong. Like, it had me in the middle of all of my laps. It would like just shoot 20 yards over sideways horizontally randomly, which just made it really hard to compare laps like I like to do. Obviously the ECU stuff was all accurate, but it was kind of hard to work out where on the track I even was to do the analysis. So I spent like an hour doing it, and then I just looked at it and I was like, this is a bit shit, so I'm not going to post it. But all that's just to say I do have some things to work on, in particular my drive coming out of 2, 3, 4 and 6. That's like my main thing, and a couple spots where my line and my vision could be a little better. So if this stops, that's my goal, that's what I'm working for. If this doesn't stop, then one of two things will happen. One, I'll have a fun weekend with the boys in the garage, and 2, maybe I'll switch to reins and like go out and piss around doing 140s or something for the last round of the season. So we'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm failing, but I'm trying. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, bye. Okay, round 6, day 2. Guess what? It's raining, and I'm only 10-15 minutes away from the venue. So yeah, I don't know if we'll see what happens this morning. I probably will skip practice. I did not feel like doing my first rain races for the last race of the season, so I have fresh slicks on, but we'll see if I actually get to use them. It looks like the cloud cover's not that heavy, like it's quite thin, and I can see clear sky in the distance. So if this clears up, it's like 7 something. If this clears up, you know, by lunchtime, we could be good to go. We'll see. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll just cheer the boys on. Yesterday, Friday, I was just working on my drives out of turns 2, 3/4, 6, 10, and 12, like the sort of the bigger drive areas of the track, because when I was reviewing my footage, I couldn't do the full review with the data because the satellites were screwed, but I was just looking at the footage, and Anthony was pulling away from me on every one of those drives, which seemed wrong and not good. And I do have a habit of not using all the throttle, so, you know, safely and without putting myself at risk of a little high side action, I was spent most of yesterday practice not really trying to go that fast, but more thinking about how do I get a better drive out of these corners, use more throttle, have a good direction, all that stuff. But it was actually really stressing me out, because what was happening is I was doing a good job by my standards, and then I was just coming in way hotter to those corners, braking extra hard. The bike felt horrible. It was like there was no I mean, it felt like I was bottoming out the suspension or something. It was awful. It wasn't like really squirrely, but didn't feel good at all. And then that meant that I didn't feel like I could tip in because I had to wait for the bike to settle. So then I was having to slow down more and more and more, and I was doing the corners slow. Then I would get to the apex of the corner or whatever the exit point was, and then I'd be more aggressive on the throttle because I'm trying to work on my drive. So it was just this like it was just not very relaxing practice sessions, even though I was trying to be relaxed and easy on the handlebars and just work on one thing instead of the whole lap. Anyway, in the afternoon, I asked Steve about it, and he was like, oh yeah, how are you braking? Now you're going faster. And I was like, well, just braking pretty hard, I'm trying to brake hard. And he was like, yeah, no, you want to get off the gas and apply the brakes and apply them like that first bit softly to put the weight forward and settle the bike, and then keep squeezing, and then you keep squeezing hard. And so basically what I was doing, he was saying, is I was just grabbing the brake. I mean, not grabbing, but going from 0 to high brake pretty immediately. And that was screwing the weight transfer and making the bike like dip, and that was responsible for the bad handling. It was just a theory. So I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. Went out the next session, and it was just like so much smoother and so nice. So that felt really good. That was only the last session that I did though, because I wanted to change my tires, so I didn't do the whatever it is 4:30 p.m. practice session. I just did the 3:30 p.m. one. Anyway, that went well. Oh, rain stopping, we might be in luck. Yeah, that went well. Drives and then braking, it's funny that the two are obviously linked, but turns out it's hard to just work on one at a time, which adds a bit of mental load. Yeah, and then races, I'm doing a bunch today, hypothetically, and then just a couple on Sunday. Hopefully things are good. And yeah, if the weather's like this, it'll just be for funsies, but that is what it is. Yeah, anyway, so hopefully it goes well. All right, well, driving home early a little bit on Saturday, as predicted. Races did not go as planned. No crashes, no nothing. I don't have spare rims, and I just didn't want to make the switch to Reigns for a race, maybe 2 races, and then switch back again tomorrow. I just being a bit lazy, but just didn't feel like it. So I did the practice rookie race, full laps. Honestly, I was just using it as practice and warm up. I wasn't really pushing. I was very comfortable the whole way around doing 27s, but I was hoping to use the practice rookie race, 4 laps, that's my warm up, hour break, whatever, hour and a half break, 2 hour break, and then go into race 7 like ready to race and ready to push. And yeah, instead we got this. So tomorrow it should be dry, and we will be back at it tomorrow. All right, it's the last race of the season, all done. Sunday, pretty nice conditions, as you can see. Got sort of really nice morning, and then cloudy and dark and windy and cold, but not that cold for the sort of lunchtime period where, what was that, race 2 for me, and then brightened up again for race 12 at the end of the day. Didn't go how I wanted it to go. Wasn't bad, but I was hoping to take 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds off my time from round 5, and actually I didn't even come within 1.5 seconds. I was stuck doing 25s all weekend. I don't know, I'm very excited to look through the data this time and figure out, like, was I quicker anywhere, or was it just slow? My corner entry felt really slow, but then again, there were some bits where I was sure I was going quick. The back section of the track, just the like 11, 12, was pretty scuffed. Demetrio came up to me afterwards. He was like, I was watching you and I saw you clip the curb on 11 twice, 2 laps in a row. And I was like, yeah. My legs and my hips were kind of just going, I felt like, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I mean, I felt like I was pushing so hard and getting so tired. And then I was loading the handlebars too much instead of being light because my legs were giving up. Coming up over the hill over 4, I was getting weight on the handlebars right as the front wheel gets light when you go over the hill, and it was just gave me a wobble once. I got a wobble on the home straight. Actually, I hit a seam on that home straight at max throttle, and the bike was straight up and down, and the handlebars were wiggling all over the place. Too much weight on them, I think, because it was pulling me back. So yeah, anyway, kind of bummed. It is what it is. I'm not I'm trying not to beat myself up about it, but I 100% know I have a 22 in me, and I'm kind of frustrated I didn't get to put it down this season. I think my like theoretical best lap is a 22.8. We'll see what it is with this data. How are you doing, buddy? Theoretical best lap's like a 22.8, and I was stuck doing like, I don't know, I don't even know what my best was today. I think it's 25.2 or something like that. So, and before I did a 23.0 at round 5. So literally 1.2 seconds off. The actual races, so Saturday I did 1 and then skipped the other 2 because they were rained. Maybe that wasn't helpful. Maybe I should have gone out at least for the end of the day 1, but I felt like I was in good condition. I was saving myself for today. Conditions today were supposed to be good. I felt like I was making the right call. I don't think I made the wrong call. And then today I went out, just doing 28s in practice, 25s in race 1. My wife and kid came to watch, which was really, really cute, and I was really happy with that. Got a terrible start for that race, but and then I just couldn't hang with. I got left behind, and then I was just running 25s by myself, 26s and 25s, and then race 12, end of the day today. Sundays are tough because there is a huge amount of dead time. Like it's race 2 novice and then race 12, and it's like 11 a.m. and then 3:15 p.m. It's like 4 and a bit hours or something of just doing nothing. I mean, hanging out with the boys, which is fun, but not the greatest for staying in the zone. And I was kind of zoning out a little bit around 2:30, so like I chugged a second Red Bull to try and pick myself up, and I don't know if that was the right idea or not, but I felt like I was in the zone when the race was gonna start. Got a really good start for race 12 by my standards. I didn't beat anyone, but I was with the RoboCop gang. What is it? It's Miguel Senior and is it Robert? I'm not sure his name. But I was with them going into turn 1, which is unusual for my starts. So that was like a massive win. With them a little bit, Miguel Senior had a different. I backed off the throttle a bit in 1A when I realized that I was quicker than him and I didn't want to come up on him. And then he dusted me out of 2, but I just kind of had that thought lagging in my brain, like, oh, I'm quicker than him in 1A. He's pulled on me in 2. Maybe I can stuff him in 3. And I could have done it. I think actually round 5, when I got to that end of day race on whichever one it was I did, mental wise, I think if I'd been in that mentality, I might have gone for it up the inside of him into 3, just thinking about it now. But instead I kind of let off the throttle and got on the brakes when he did, and then I still thought about it. I was on the inside and the line just wasn't there, and then that meant my line was scuffed coming up the hill, and 4, he created a gap on me, and then they kind of just broke me going into lap 2, which is a total bummer because I was really hoping to get a tow from them, and I went for that one move, missed it, and then it set me back, and then I just lost contact with them, and then I was just stuck there by myself again. It was like a repeat of the previous thing. I mean, you'll see the video, they're like not that far ahead of me, but I mean, I think they put a 3-second gap on me. So, and then I kind of kept that gap for a couple laps, and I was just running 25s myself, and then half half race came up on me, the white flag, whatever. No, it's not the white flag. I guess there's no flag for the half race, but the half race mark came up, and I was kind of tired, mentally fading, but I was like, no, like let's just push, and like give it everything we got. And yeah, nothing really happened. And then a couple of the amateur guys came past, and I was like, oh fuck, like, you know, I can tell I was mentally out of it, because instead of thinking like, yeah, let's go, let's chase these guys, I was like, oh shit, let's give them some space. So that's kind of a mistake as well, but you know, I'm not really gonna beat myself up on that one, because it's like the fastest people from amateur. Like obviously I'm not even in the same ballpark. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll go through the data. Hopefully the satellite stuff is good. I have some of the data from round 5, but the cloud cover meant that none of the satellites really picked up. So anytime I tried to look at it, every lap, my bike was just moving all over the track horizontally. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the season. We're not racing again until like April next year. I would love to get more seat time before then, but gotta swing it with work, and it's got to be somewhere warm, so not that many options. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, look, overall, this was my first season as a licensed racer. I missed one round due to a little oopsie daisy that we had. But yeah, it was a blast. I think very excited for next season. I really want that amateur bump, and I ran consistent 23s last round, and I know I had it in me, so I'm kicking myself. But yeah, if other people are watching, hopefully this is helpful. You know, just do a super street, come on a Friday, get your race license. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's like totally, it's not stressful. It's a non-issue. Just don't crash, don't try and push too hard, and yeah, come out and race novice. It's you know, it is what it is. You can see in the videos. It's a lot of fun, and we got a good crew. All right, yeah, thanks to everyone who's watching these. I'll get the race videos that I have up, only 3. Congrats to everyone who won. Oh yeah, I got my first like official non-disqualified like 3rd place, I guess. Oh no, it's my 2nd because I did it, but again, it was in the rookie race. So the only races I finished in the top 3 are the fake news 4-lap race, rookie race. So I gotta get a real podium, I think, before I get the bump. That's probably what's holding me back. Cool. All right, till next season.